Next to the stage, we have someone who really needs a tan. He's really funny, Connor Burkeen.
Hi, how you guys doing? So I moved here this year from a town called Lapeer. Anybody here from Lapeer? I'm guessing no. Really? Because it looks like most of you have all of your teeth. So not you two, gross. But seriously, thanks for coming over. No, I moved from Lapeer. We've only ever had one famous person from Lapeer. Terry Nichols. He's an Oklahoma City bombing conspirator. There's not a big Terry Nichols crowd? I'm kind of waiting for the time I do that joke and somebody's like, yeah! Like, ugh. No, but you know, if you've never been to Lapeer or a place like Lapeer, because there are lots of places like Lapeer, I'm sure, I'll try to describe it for you the best way that I can. I don't know if you've seen The Walking Dead. It kind of looks like that. It's just a bunch of like overgrown barns and war bands of guys that look like they probably don't really understand consent. I lived there my entire life until now, so about 21 years, which was way too long. I got a bumper sticker one time. It was a bumper sticker with the little yellow equal sign on it. It was for LGBT rights, and I wanted to put it on my car, but I was like, maybe not, because I leave it parked in Lapeer all day where I work, and you guys are not going to believe this, they're not big on the gays in Lapeer. Not a fan. I know. So I had to wait till I moved out here. The bumper stickers out there are more like, this one, I'd rather be at a cross burning, or keep honking, I'm reloading my gun, or my other ride is my cousin. That was when I saw her. I really hope nobody from Lapeer's out there tonight, because they will shoot me. So I moved to Ferndale after I lived in Lapeer for so long. That was a big culture shock. Luckily, my grandma had lived in Lapeer for, I don't know, she's like 108, so... since Ferndale was a thing, she lived there since then. But, you know, I got to see Ferndale my entire life. I got to see how it progressed, and what it taught me from an early age was you can make any place super awesome if you just, like, back up a truck full of gay dudes and just let them go nuts. We could fix the Middle East tomorrow if we flew a cargo plane of those guys over there and just had them parachute down. It would be so nice, everybody would be friendly. I moved to Ferndale with my friend Felix. Felix is transgender, and I was happy for him that he got to move somewhere where he has, you know, a little bit more of a support system. You know, because in Ferndale, they're not all like hiding in a bunker, they're running shit. So, he moved from where I moved from. So he dealt with probably a lot worse. And he goes to all these like functions that are for people in the LGBT community. And I'm not gay, probably, but I go to a lot of these things because they're a lot of fun. I have a really good time. I just kind of glom onto his shit and ride his coattails to all these different events. And I'm the only like straight guy there, which is whatever. I'm not trying to get laid. I'm 22 and I already gave up on that. I feel like most guys, when they turn like 55, 60, they're like, I'm never gonna get fucked again. That was my 20th birthday. I was like, I'm already done. I'm just gonna become a gross, doughy Drew Carey thing and live my life. So we went to Gay Pride, because that happened shortly after we moved, and that was a ton of fun. And we were walking around, and he had this little beagle. And we got the beagle like a little shirt, and like two guys walking around with the dog in clothes is like the gayest thing ever. And so this guy came up and he was like, oh, do your daddies love you? And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, he thinks that like I'm with Felix. And I didn't want to like correct him because I feel like it would sound over defensive, because I don't give a shit if anyone thinks I'm gay. So I was like, I just won't correct him. And I was like kind of joking with Felix. I'm like, hey, if anybody asks you, just tell them I'm fucking you. And he's like, that's not really believable. And I was like, I guess I don't really have that vibe. And he's like, no, that anybody would fuck you. Thanks, you guys have been awesome.